If you've been considering Whitby, this video I'm going to go over the things that I considered when I was looking to move to Whitby. I've lived in Whitby since 2019. Before that I was living in Oshawa, and then before that born and raised in Brampton, spent my entire life there. So moving to a new city was something that was very scary to me. I didn't know anything about the Durham region, and YouTube wasn't around, internet didn't have a ton of research out there either. So that's where all of these videos kind of stem from. And it just helps people that are looking to move to the Durham region. And we're getting into it right after this. So you're looking at a new place to live, and Whitby has come across your option table. Maybe it's because of affordability, or because of positive things you've heard about it, or it's just because of a job relocation. Either way, these videos that I put out there, they're just to help people who are looking to move here so that they can decide properly if it's the right fit for them. And that's where this video, I'm going to uncover the reasons that me and my family chose to move to Whitby. And my name is Brad Gates. I'm a local realtor here in the Whitby area, and I've been helping people relocate here for the last few years now, and I absolutely love it. Families have relocated from all over the world. So if you are looking to move here to Whitby, all you have to do is call, text, email, send the carrier pigeon, whatever is easiest for you. And I'm here to make your move and relocation go so much easier. Before we get started in the video, I just ask that you please subscribe to the channel. That way you're notified each and every time I do post new videos. And then as you're watching the video, if you're enjoying it, hit the like button. It lets me know people are enjoying what I'm putting out there, keeps me motivated to post new videos. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. And the first reason why we kind of chose Whitby as a place that we would like to move had to do with the schools. And if you looked at the school rankings within Whitby, you can go on to the Fraser Institute website, and they rank all of the schools within Ontario, and it just helps create a good baseline in terms of how the schools are ranking. And you can go on. Unfortunately, the last year that they did the rankings was 2019. COVID happened, they haven't done it. I've heard that they're going to be going back to doing those school rankings, so I'm very interested to see how the rankings are going to change. If they do, is there schools that were not ranking very well and they're going to rank well? Are there really good schools that are going to rank lower? So I guess we'll have to stay tuned on that. When they do update the rankings, I'll be sure to do a video on it. The second reason for me, and it might be more isolated just to me and my family, but it had to do with the closer to my family. So when I left Brampton, my family and my wife's family both still lived in Brampton. And when we moved to Oshawa, it was about an hour and 10-minute drive to go visit them. By moving to Whitby, it bumped it down to about 55 minutes, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it just felt like it was a little bit closer where if people were visiting us or we were visiting them, it was just that extra 10-15 minutes that one way that did save enough time for us to justify that as a good reason for us. If you're looking to move somewhere that's close to Toronto, you are a little bit closer to Toronto if you chose Whitby compared to Oshawa. But then if you're looking at Ajax and Pickering, obviously those cities and towns are closer to Toronto. So Whitby's kind of in the middle. The third thing that made us, but helped with our decision to move to Whitby. And obviously I wasn't living here at the time, and so it had to do with just online research that I was doing. And a lot of people were commenting that the people in Whitby were very friendly. And that's something that after living here for 2 going on 3 years, it is something that I've noticed. When I'm out with my family or my dog is in my family, but sometimes I'm just out with my dog, taking him for a walk and stuff. And I do notice that people are friendly. They stop and talk a little bit. It's not overly crazy where you can't go out for a walk without people stopping you all the time. But when you go from somewhere that's a little bit busier, like Brampton or Toronto, people tend to just kind of walk with their head down, keep to themselves. I have noticed it to be a little bit different in Whitby. I'm sure as Whitby gets busier, that might change. But as of right now, the friendliness of people that are here, I do find that to be a really big positive. The fourth reason has to do with great health services. So living in Whitby, we don't have a hospital per se. We do have more of a specialized clinic that's down towards the waterfront on the south side of Whitby. There is a hospital going future on the north section that's down by the 407 Lake Ridge, that kind of area. So there is a hospital coming, but for now it's either your choice between Ajax Hospital or Lakeridge Health, the Oshawa location. We always opt to do the Oshawa location because we were living in Oshawa, and we just found that we were well taken care of there, family doctors in Oshawa. So like Whitby, you are close to a major city such as Oshawa, so you do have all of the main health services that you would require. And then for my wife's pregnancies, all three of them, she had gestational diabetes. I know it's not fun to deal with when you're pregnant. You're supposed to eat whatever you want. She was very restricted on that, but they did have the dietitian that she would go to that was in Whitby, actually close to the waterfront, so the south of Whitby. And we were just really happy with the health services here. The fifth reason on why we really enjoy living to Whitby, which helped with our decision to actually move here, was just with the great selection of different homes. So you have the bungalow homes, which would be in the Brock and Roslyn area, Lind Creek, like that kind of areas, the downtown Whitby. But then you have the homes that are 30, 40, 50 years old, which are the larger two-story homes. And then you have like the estate type homes, which not quite estate, but like the large homes on large lots, which you'll see on Gerrard, but then you'll also see it on Cochrane. My favorite area within Whitby is actually the Cochrane and Taunton area. You'll see really wide homes that back onto the ravine. And there's some other pockets within Whitby that we really like, but just a very nice selection of homes. So depending on what kind of home you're looking for, you can find it. Whether it's a condo or it's a townhouse or it's a single family, smaller detached, larger detached, you can find it. And with how the market's kind of been shifting a little bit, it's not so crazy anymore. So the affordability is definitely coming back, especially with the Bank of Canada increasing the interest rates. The affordability of a lot of people has decreased as well. And so the affordability is getting there. Prices are coming down. And so that's definitely a positive. But again, just a great selection of homes within Whitby. Our sixth reason for really choosing Whitby had to do with how it's built up kind of towards family. So there's great activities for families and children and older kids, younger kids, just kind of for everybody. So it's fun for the whole family. The town of Whitby has great events that go on. The waterfront is amazing to go to with kids. It has like a great park, and then you're close to the water. So on those hot days, especially with right now and the heat warnings going on, being close to the waterfront is great. It's a great option. But then you have like the Iroquois Sports Center, which has like 6 or 7 rinks, and it has baseball. Like it just has like everything kind of set up there. So it's an amazing place for families. And then you have the Ontario early years that are built up towards toddlers and babies and pretty much anything before school kicks in. And it's great that all these programs, activities are there. And I do strongly feel that that's why a lot of families have been moving to Whitby, has just been because it's been built up towards families. So you walk through the streets, you go to the park, and you just see kids everywhere. And it's just a great place for families. The seventh point, and it was kind of covered in the last point we just did, had to do with the waterfront. The Whitby waterfront is very nice, and they have like a whole waterfront community kind of built up. You have condos that can overlook Lake Ontario, but then you have other homes which again are kind of close to the waterfront. There's parks, waterfront trail. There's so much to do down towards the waterfront, whether you're looking for conservation areas or you just kind of want to go to the beach for the day. It's definitely somewhere that you can go. And I did a video on the Whitby waterfront, which was just me flying my drone for like, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. A little bit of a boring video, but if you're interested to see what the waterfront's like, that video does cover that. The eighth reason and our last reason in terms of why Whitby was an area that we moved to had to do with the crime rate and how safe it is to actually live here. Whitby is safer than 83% of the other cities within Canada, and I'm posting this on the video just so you kind of know where I'm getting this information from. And then it is, in terms of violent crimes, it's 39% lower than the national average. and the crime rate is 41% lower than the national average as well. So just when you're going to factor in all of those things, it does make Whitby a really safe and good area to live in, especially if you're coming here with the family or you're coming here as a single person. It's pretty much just, if you're looking for safety, this is a great option for you. Well, that was the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to like it. If you are enjoying the videos that I've put out there, please subscribe to the channel. Again, lets me just know people are enjoying what I'm putting out there. Keeps me motivated to post new videos, and you'll also get notified when I post videos. And then when I get back to going live again, you'll notified on that as well, so you can actually ask whatever questions you want. I have families from all over the world looking to move here, and I absolutely love it. So if you're looking to move to or from the Whitby area, all you have to do is call, text, email. You can send a carrier pigeon, whatever is easiest for you, and I'm here to make your move and relocation go so much easier. Thanks for watching. If you ever have questions, feel free to reach out. And until next time.